Hello, everyone. It's your girl, Shani Jones, and this is KNKY, which stands for Know the New Kinky You. I am your resident certified sex coach, and we are going to be talking about having friends of the opposite sex and what does that kind of mean to your relationship. But before we do, I would like to remind you guys and ask you guys to make sure you subscribe and hit the notification button so that you get updates for when I put out new content. I want to hear your thoughts on these topics, so please comment. We are a community. I keep saying it. We are a community, so comment and share. Also, please follow me across all social media, and my website is DYOUKNKY. So let's talk. Friend, especially through this whole social media thing, has become to be a very loose word, right? You have your Facebook friends, you have your words with friends, you have friends of friends. So, and most of these people are really just casual acquaintances, at best, right? Some of them you probably went to school with years ago. You know people from different social circles. Like I said, school, whether that be elementary, high school, college, doesn't matter, school, uh, social gathering places. So like I remember distinctly, when I was a little younger, especially pre my daughter, that, I would go to a Fridays, TGI Fridays, and just hang out. And I had a very selected, specific group of friends that I knew from there. So, you have friends. And work, you can create friendships and relationships from a work environment. Some people that you are becoming friends with, you consider family, so there are people that are going to be very close to you, have a core group of people who know your business and that can count on you and you can count on them. Those relationships, as they get formed, those real ones, they have a place. They have a real place in your heart and in your life, right? Friendships come in all kinds of ways, even in or even as a result of a prior relationship. Not all romantic relationships are meant to work, and some people are actually better off friends. So understand this. Now, in school and work and social gatherings and even prior relationships, there are going to be people who that do not have the same genitalia as you. It's going to happen. It's going to happen, and it's nothing that you can do about it. And what you have to understand is that there is a law of attraction. People come into each other's lives for different reasons. We're on this frequency that the universe has, and we have to tune into that particular frequency. And when we meet somebody, especially when we meet somebody and we've connected well, we're on that same mental path. How that relationship unfolds is really up to you as people, right? But like attracts like. If you're in a relationship, though, you have to do certain things. And first of all, the basis of any of this is trust and communication. Trust and communication, because if you trust your partner, having a friend of the opposite sex shouldn't be a big deal. In my opinion, having a friend of the opposite sex who you used to have sex with also shouldn't be that big of a deal. Why? Because you recognize that relationship ended. And if those two people wanted to be together, they would be together. Now, mind you, if you looked at my other video on multiple sex partners, I've already stated that cheating is off the table. It's not something that should happen. It's detrimental to the relationship and immediately breaks down trust. So you're unable to get that level of comfort because you've already violated or they've already violated something that you're saying is going to cause you to have an internal fear. If it's happened before, it'll happen again. But if that person and that you're in a relationship with has never cheated on you, has talked to you, don't spend your time worried about somebody else. Women and men alike, we like confidence. We like people who are commanding of themselves, therefore commanding of a situation, therefore commanding of respect in a relationship, in any situation, actually. So if you are constantly worried about, oh, why are you talking to him or why are you talking to her, you're showing levels of insecurity. That's your man. That's your woman. Why should you be insecure? Why should you think that anybody else in this world has the capacity to take them away from you? And if you believe that they do, then, or believe that your partner could be tempted to engage with somebody else, then perhaps you're not as strong in the relationship as you think you are. Perhaps you're not putting out 100% of you for the other person. Perhaps you're not doing your job, which is why the seeds of insecurity, the seeds of doubt, the seeds of mistrust creep in, because you occupy your mind with, oh, she must be doing this and she's always talking to him. Why she going out to happy hour? Why? I'm like, we're grown-ass people. Grown-ass people. And there should never be a situation where you can't go out with somebody because they are of the opposite sex, you know. But, and I'm telling you, I still have different groups of friends and we all go out here and there. So there should never be that level. And I've met my friends, my male friends, wives and girlfriends and things like that. There should never be any reason for that not to happen. Having friends in secret, not the best idea. I mean, having an opportunity to be introduced to friends, especially your really close friends, the friends that you talk to on a regular basis, they should know who your partner is. Even if it's not have to be a kumbaya type of thing where everybody's hanging out and everybody's besties and all of them. No, it doesn't have to be that. But they should be able to pick them out in the lineup or pick her out in the lineup. They should know who they are. Now, I hesitate only because if you have a friend who you used to have sex with or used to be in a relationship with, and you're still close to this person now, do you tell your partner that you used to be physically intertwined at some point? Now, I personally debate back and forth about this. So I'm going to go in and say circumstances are individual and you have to make the best decision for yourself. I am personally, I believe, a very honest person. One, if I introduce you to somebody that's a friend, the question should never come out your mouth. The question should never come out your mouth is, did I have sex with her? Or did you have sex with her? Why? What difference does it make? I'm not having sex with them now. I'm only having sex with you. What difference does it make? If the question does come up, I have a tendency not to want to lie. One, I'm not going to remember the lie. I'm not going to remember that I told you that I didn't have sex with him, and then I might say something one day that was like, oh, I remember when me and him did. But just in conversation, nothing specific. I'm just saying sometimes things happen. Anyhow, I'm not a person to lie. But I don't want my truth to now be ammo for your insecurity, because I've told you that I used to have sex with this person, and then I'm going to be someplace where this person is going to be, and now you're like, oh my God, you just want to fuck him. No. Don't do this. You create, when you do things like that and you focus, when you focus on negative things and you focus on bad shit happening, or you focus on they're going to cheat on me, or they can't be friends with somebody. Let me tell you exactly what's going to happen. You're going to speak it into existence. Whereas if you had been that confident person, oh, that's my girl, babe, go out, have fun, I'll see you when you get back. Call me, call it, lift the Uber, let me know if you need to get home. Just have fun. I'll go out with my boys, my girls, or I'll go out with my peeps. Maybe we can do something casual, 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 casual. Because as soon as you stress, oh, she going out with them niggas. She's going doing this. She's going to do this. He's going to do this. That's exactly what's going to happen, because you're putting it out there. You're speaking it into the universe, so it's going to happen. So don't be surprised when it does happen. So change the focus. On the flip side, now we talked about jealousy and insecurity can kill a relationship. I did a video on that one too, so feel free to check that one out, specifically about jealousy and insecurity. But there are certain things that you need to take note of. Just because that friend might be attractive, okay, that friend might even flirt with your partner. Maybe some flirting is innocent. Some people, I have a friend, my best friend actually, she says all the time, I call her a flirt all the time. And she says, I'm not a flirt, I'm just Southern. Okay. It's just personality. You got to make sure that you understand the intent behind it, because a lot of times there's a difference between, oh, you look so handsome, look at you look so good, you working out, versus your girlfriend not here, right? Can we sneak up to the side, do a little something? That's very overt. That's not flirting. It is flirting, but still, understand that there's a difference. And then in that case, you as the person in the relationship need to check your friend. Like, I'm in a relationship. This is not appropriate. We're cool, but no, come on, cut that shit out. Let's go back to having fun. You have to manage these issues, right? You just have to. So how do you deal with it? If you're in this situation and you are currently, you have some issues with your partner having friends of someone of the opposite sex. Well, first you have to figure out why you feel this way. Why are you uncomfortable? Why? I mean, it's a hard question. You have to ask yourself, why do you feel this way? And honestly, listen to the answer and figure out what you can do about it. Because if it is jealousy and insecurity, fix it. Because it's not going to get you what you want. It's never going to get you where you want. Don't police. You can't police a grown person. You can't. I know that there are people, I'm not going to say you can't, because I know that there are people that do, and you shouldn't. But no policing. As that person, as the partner that is going out with people of the opposite sex, be respectful. Like I said, if somebody is being a little too much and being extra, shut that shit down. Don't allow that type of behavior. Be respectful. You have to have faith in your relationship. You have to. And deal with real issues. Don't deal with made up stuff because this is what you think is going to happen. This is what you think might happen. This is how you feel. Now, if you've caught this person, if you've caught them being inappropriate or doing something in violation of your relationship, that's a different story. You are entitled to have an issue, but have an issue with the real issues. Have an issue with things that have actually happened. Don't spend your time being stressed out and upset and worried about something that might happen. It's not worth your time. It's not worth your energy. It's not worth your efforts. I promise you it's not. So work on yourself. Figure out why that particular situation is a problem for you. And that will be the next steps into living a happier life, because you won't have that negativity over you. You won't. All right. Thank you for spending this time with me. See you on the next video. I hope that you have learned something about the new kinky you. I'm Shani Jones. I will see you next time.